What up?
What up, man?
What's up, guys? How you doing?
It's been a while.
It's been a minute.
There's
right?
so much to talk about.
There's so much going on. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I got
chat?
Yeah, what up, chat? What you doing? I hope you guys are well. Matt Cave wanted to join us, but he's got more pressing matter. He's finishing Cobra Kai. I don't blame him. That show
No
is
spoilers.
No spoilers. That show's absolute fire. Keep it to yourselves, chat, if you haven't gotten it yet. But yeah, what's going on, man? You've been gaming? You've been doing anything?
Yeah.
What's up?
Gaming a little bit here and there. It's hard. The weather recently has been affecting the streams a lot. So
Skynet, right?
Mm-hmm. What's cool though is winter's coming. So winter historically has been very kind to the channel. We can get some longer streams in. So
well, and people are inside more too in the winter time.
Yes.
So hopefully
Yes,
that gives us a little more view time.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, there is a lot going on that we haven't talked about. I've been keeping my nose out of the metaverse so far, but you know what? I say fuck it. Let's have some crazy fun.
Dude, I'm
what
ready.
What do you want to start with?
Speculation Nation.
There's more than just Skeleton Crew and Tales of the Jedi.
I was gonna say some other
so
little things that I was hyped for because Acolyte is like my show, man. Acolyte's number one for me as far as like we're gonna learn all this dark side stuff we've never heard before. So they got the homie who was the lead from Squid Game.
Yes,
he's gonna be a lead in the Acolyte show, and Collider I think reported that recently.
And that dude is talented. If you guys hear, I'll even pull it up. If you guys don't know who we're talking about, he was the main character in Squid Games. If you didn't watch Squid Games
on Netflix,
that show was amazing. I'm just saying. But if you didn't see Squid Games, that show's fantastic. Let's look for the cast real quick. And he's awesome. And you know what? There's a lot of what is his name? It's not his name is
I'm not gonna know anybody's
name. Is that Lee? I think that's Lee.
I
think his name is Lee Kyung Jae, I want to say. But anyway, I'm pulling up. Yes, this is him. So we're gonna go to I love this full screen mode. StreamYard, if you're listening, don't kick me out of that screen. That's what I wanted.
Right.
Let me back in. Okay.
Yes.
So here we have it.
Guy.
Okay. And his name is I'm probably pronouncing this wrong. Lee Kyung Jae. And he is the lead character in Squid Games. He played an amazing part. I loved every minute of the Squid Games. It was kind of twisted at first. Then you got into it and you were like, what's going to happen next?
He had all the range in that too, man, because he was specifically interacting with like every other character on the show and building alliances and the behind the scenes like stuff that he had to do to try to stay alive and things like that.
Well, so, and the thing I'm going to enjoy the most, if he's playing a dark side character, which we hope, I'm really going to enjoy the most is seeing this actor do a little bit of dark side acting, do a little bit of, because he was a nice guy. He was kind of he
was the victim,
the North Star in the show, if you will. He was the moral compass, if you will.
Yeah.
And so I feel like this is a great opportunity to check out some range that this guy has, and to really explore his
now we're really in the multiverse.
Where do we go? But yeah, I think it's going to be a great opportunity to see his range. I'm pumped. I'm pumped on it.
And who is this? A confirmed Ezra Bridger? Can we start there? Let's talk.
Okay, you want to talk Ezra? Because I'm into it. Let's not Ezra Miller. Not Ezra Miller.
Chat.
No nose.
I'll see myself out.
No nose.
Oh God, that was awful. I will never do that again. I'm sorry.
So this is the gentleman. I am awful with names. But this is the wow, that is awful for my screen. We're gonna find another picture. That was just terrifying. Thank you.
My boy Raul.
You got to get out of here.
Raul Cooley.
Got to get rid
in a multiverse somewhere. He is Ezra.
Okay. So we're gonna go to Google because I like Google, and then we're gonna go to
Are you aware of, while you're searching this, are you aware of Raul Cooley from Bly Manor? And while he was on that show, he was trolling all the Star Wars fans that he could potentially
No,
be
but
Ezra.
what a great way to get yourself an audition at least.
Dude, he said his first tweet,
fandom hyped at you, right?
His first tweet that kicked it off was like, got into orphan from a desert world shape for no particular reason. And he was wearing a Star Wars shirt and everybody lost their shit. And so for like the past 2 years, he's been trolling people.
What a better
I'm
way.
sure he can't wait for this to actually be announced to not
what
be
a
him.
better way for somebody to get a casting call than
to
it
was amazing.
all up about you. And dude, what a good cast pick, because if you look at the side by sides, I mean, dude,
yeah, this guy,
dude's gonna be able to play an older Ezra, right? I mean,
yeah, like, so future casting, like,
I mean, big boy casting though. You got to figure, because look, here's the thing: is we got to remember this stuff, right? And I mean, I went on.
So what is this guy from? What was he in?
Okay, so this is
because I'm not familiar with who he is.
Iman Esfandi, I want to say his name is, has been cast, and this is from Collider Kids, so that nobody gets these in a twist. Has been cast as the Miss Long. Here, I'm gonna put this. Oh, I can do it over here. Never mind. Okay,
yeah.
Because I'm like looking at this screen, but I'm like trying to. Okay, so let's see. Reported according to a report from Geek Focus site. What is that? CineLinks. He's joined the series star Rosario Dawson in continuing the adventures of Ahsoka Tano, the one-time apprentice of Anakin Skywalker, who is seen in the Book of Boba Fett. He was most recently seen in King Richard, which, if you didn't watch that,
see it.
Oh my God, with Serena's, with Serena's retirement. This is
okay. Yeah. So that's King Richard, like her father. That's the I know that movie now. Yeah. I wanted to see it, but I didn't go see it. And
well, it's on if you're watching Hot D, then you can jump over and watch that on the same programming source. But yeah,
what up, Reefer man? Sorry, got shout out my boy in the chat.
No, dude, get on.
Haven't seen some of these faces around.
I'm saying you gotta pull them up, bro. You got access. You got the control.
Okay,
pull them up, bro. There you go. What up, Reefer man? So he was in King Richard. If you didn't see King Richard, it was a fantastic movie. It's basically about the Williams family and the stuff that they went through, leading up to their big stuff. So the character was last seen. He plotted himself into unknown parts on board an Imperial ship. Should save the cast of the Ghost, audiences in live action Ahsoka Tano. It was in an episode of The Mandalorian season 2 where she aided Din Djarin. Yeah, we know all that stuff. And she's looking for, here it is, Grand Admiral Thrawn.
Yeah, she specifically mentions him by name.
Well, and see, this excites
me.
I'm not gonna lie. This excites me, right? I'm super pumped on this. But I gotta tell you, there's something else that really has me excited. I gotta be honest with you. There's something else that just has my ears percolating and my eyes coming out of my head. And we're gonna continue on this little we're gonna continue on this, but I'm going to pull it up right now, and I think you're going to agree with me. Have you seen, chat? You can get in on this too. Have you guys seen the live action Sabine Wren photo yet?
I have, I think, because you sent it to me. But yeah, it's going to look familiar. It's going to look familiar to some people.
I mean,
it's pretty cool.
It's pretty fantastic. If you really break down the scene, okay, so here it is. I'm gonna see. Can I get it in? Reported at D23. This is all I want to see. Let me zoom in on it. Let me open. I don't even care. All right.
Yeah, dude.
So here is what we're talking about. We haven't gotten in on this yet. This is what we're talking about. So this is a scene, whether they've already shot, whether it is something art design, shot a background, something or another.
Yeah.
But that's the mural at the very end of Rebels where she's, I guess you would call that the epilogue scene, right? Where she is telling the story of how everything wrapped up nice and neat, and how, you know, Ezra is counting on her to come find him, and then Ahsoka shows up. This is the live action portrayal of that scene, and holy shit balls does this have me hyped up.
Yes. This mural needs to be, after filming, put somewhere permanently for fans to be in front of.
This needs to go. Like, you and I have discussed this.
Oh my god, dude!
It needs to go to Baku in
hell yeah,
in California, and maybe make a duplicate for Florida, because this shit is out of. I can't. You know what? I gotta give it the proper dues it's due.
You know, not for nothing as well. At D23, a lot of what they did on the final day was about the parks and like the 100th anniversary coming up, and they are replacing, for lack of a better word, a lot of the attractions that have been lifelong attractions there for this 100-year big thing. So I see in the future, like you were saying, Batu could evolve over time, and this Star Wars land could actually look completely different in 10 years from now, 20 years from now.
For sure.
It could change planets. It could do all kinds of things. So I'm down, and I am so ready to figure out where the hell the story is going, where we're going to be in the universe, in the Ahsoka show. Like,
I'm just saying,
oh my God.
Look, I've been saying it for a long time. I'm Team Filoni. I'm hardcore Team Filoni, right? I believe in Dave. I put my full faith in Dave, because I know Dave is going to deliver the goods. And my friends, is the goods. This is the good shit, right? Like this is everything we've been wanting to get our hands on, right? I wish, I mean, I'm sure I can. Let me see.
We get this, and if we get like a Malachor episode, dude, like the Ahsoka show could be the best thing we've gotten from Star Wars, like ever. I want to say, kind of, maybe. The fact that Dave has been developing this character literally from birth, and they're even going to hint at more of the specifics of the birth and stuff in Tales of the Jedi. Like, she is going to have every day of her life accounted for in Star Wars before Dave's done, man.
Well, and I mean, look, it's the reason it's going to be the best show that they make is because it's Dave's show.
Yeah.
Right. Number one, when George directed the prequels, those were George's stories. Now, granted, because of this, that, or the other, he changed a couple of things, but ultimately it was George's story, and that's what everybody loved about it, and yada yada yada.
Yeah, for sure.
But we come back to, I cannot stop coming back to this, right? Rosario looks dope, right? As Ahsoka. This woman is a perfect casting for Sabine. I mean, just I am befuddled by this shot. The only thing I can say is it just me, or does Zeb look weird as shit right there?
Yeah, he's got like a neck that seems like, little.
I don't remember having a neck I feel that you know, that prominent. But aside from that, man, I mean, look,
we're gonna get Zeb. We're gonna get a live action Zeb.
We could. I mean, if we see Hera, we're gonna see Zeb and Chop, right?
And like, can they start to go? And I'm just gonna say it, man.
This is for you, but potentially, could they give us a young Jason Sandula?
Oof. Yep. No, I think that's gonna be, and Ahsoka should cross paths with all of these people. I don't want to already bring up the sequels, but like, it's Game of Thrones time, y'all. Don't fall in love with any of these Jedi that could potentially be around Luke Skywalker.
No,
I'm
and
just saying.
Genji, I love the idea of Genji and Bad Batch,
Yeah.
but like I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it.
Uh,
Genji's gonna get got at some
let's
point.
hope that the path and everything they're setting up now is just like another sect of Jedi that are still out there hiding
Yeah,
somewhere.
well, Genji had the potential to be like another Yoda, right? Another like 200-year-old Jedi, and I think he's gonna get got. Hate to say it, but
there's got to be stakes coming up to like Thrawn is no pushover, obviously. So he is gonna do what he needs to do to achieve his goals,
well,
kidnapping, etc. Like
now
there's nothing he's above, really.
let's talk about direction for this show. Let's start with the Ahsoka show, right?
Yeah.
What and then we'll lead into the others. But let's start with Ahsoka because we know we've got a definitive date for that. But that show has a yes, obviously. Let's say that this show is going to encompass a great deal of the past, right? I feel like we're gonna get Tales of the Jedi is gonna give us a lot of the Ahsoka novel.
Yeah.
Right.
She's in a few episodes. Or is the Anakin and Ahsoka episode is separate from her?
We can't even get into that yet. Like, just bear with me.
I'll wait.
That's a whole nother shit we're gonna get into, dude. Because literally, I have a whole theory that I'm like, right. So
I'm just like, spoil everything now, damn it.
We're gonna. So Ahsoka's story, I feel like the novel is gonna be in the Tales of the Jedi, and then literally I think we're gonna get some of that Malachor. Like you're saying, I think
in her show.
Yeah. I think that's a possibility, dude. I think that's a definite possibility because they got to give us enough. There's not enough time to tell a lot of these stories, so I think that's why the novel stuff got pushed to Tales of the Jedi, right? And the story with Ahsoka in those little mini series, let's call it, and then the stuff involving Thrawn and Ezra and the future stuff. So I think we might get like a hint of where she was maybe in the Temple of Malachor, and then boom, fast forward X amount of time, and she's picking up Sabine to go on adventures.
Yeah, so let me ask you flat out, like the show is titled Ahsoka. So how much of this future part of this timeline do you think we're actually going to get? Or do you think it's going to mainly focus, like there's a lot of Ahsoka's journey we don't know. Like how she ended up with this white robe. That's a journey, bro. Like, so how much of her show is actually going to take us to unknown areas, to Ezra, like to Thrawn? Like how close do you think she'll actually get to Thrawn by the end of her show?
Well, I mean, let's be honest. I think that I honestly believe that she got that robe and that Beskar staff from from Thrawn's crony, right? When she beat her up. I think there were several Mandalorian Beskar staffs and things like that, ceremonial stuff. And I think that maybe I feel like potentially that's the scene we could get before she comes to see Sabine, right? She grabs the white Beskar staff. She knows.
Yeah, because they've never specified really like when the mural scene takes place, right? We're all just kind of using our best guess.
Well, and just best guess based on the epilogue, it's after the Empire's gone. It's been some time after Ezra's gone.
Yeah.
So Ahsoka has time to get off of Malachor. She feels the shift in the Force when Luke and when the Death Star scene happens. She feels the Emperor's loss in control. She feels Vader is gone and potentially felt a glimmer of Anakin before his, transition into the Force. Maybe she felt that because they were so close and knows it's time to come out of the temple on Malachor.
Oh, man.
Like that's
dude, you're not wrong. Like when he actually comes back to Luke, like when Luke brings him back to the light, she's immediately got to sense Anakin, dude.
Oh, but that's what I'm saying, 'cause she felt the lost. She felt Vader take Anakin on the destroyer, right? on
Mm-hmm.
the Venator, right?
Mm-hmm.
She felt the loss of Anakin and being gone from. She could no longer feel him. She mentions it a couple times. When now we have Anakin coming back, she feels even in Malachor, even in this dark place, their connection is so tight that that's when she
Wow.
knows it's okay to come out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Vader's gone. She can no longer affect the timeline that she's at a place. She understands all of this. So she knows it's okay to come out, and now I have to go find Ezra, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
Pure speculation, but it would also be dope if she was in the temple on Malachor and the dark side was showing her everything that Vader was doing, like current. Some
I
kind of
think
dark ass shit in there, just tempting her to actually leave and interfere. You know what I mean?
yeah, I think the temple
Mm.
is tempting her the entire time. I've been saying this for a while.
Mm-hmm.
This is the
You showed me that
Gandalf,
art.
right? But this is also the Gandalf in the fire pit facing the demon for all
Oh, hell
those
yeah.
years, right? And coming out Gandalf the White. This
Mm-hmm.
is the same journey. The temple is going to constantly tempt her and bait
Yeah.
her into turning because that's what the dark side does, right? It baits you, it tempts you. You
Mm-hmm.
could fix this, you could do this, you can do that. You have the power, you just choose not to use it, right? It's all bait. So the entire time she's in that temple, she's being the temple's baiting her the entire time. Now, whether that's showing what Anakin has
Mm-hmm.
become and what Anakin is doing, or whether
Right.
that's a test or visions or whatever it is, she's being tested the entire time she's in there, as well as learning,
Mm-hmm.
right? And
Mm-hmm.
that's why I've said multiple times, Ahsoka to me is the most knowledgeable
Will
Force user.
become.
By the
Mm-hmm.
time we see her at Thrawn, like that's peak Ahsoka
Yeah, I agree.
because
She is she's like a living embodiment of the Bendu, like the one in the middle. I
right.
hope that they really push that for her. I also hope that Dave tries to get it to the point where she's older. I don't know if you've seen his fan art where the Lake Hugh are literally down to like her ankles and she's standing on the peak of one of those pine trees, dude. It is like in a snowy setting. I know it's just little sketches he does, but dude, like an older Ahsoka, like to her full age, like Yoda passing away, giving herself into the Force, teaching whoever is there at the moment. I mean,
Well, let's see.
she does pass in theory in Rise of Skywalker if all of the voices of the Jedi that are with her are dead.
Right.
Who knows? But man,
Well, and
Dave's got me hyped.
I look at Ahsoka's journey much like Gandalf's
This is
journey.
blasphemy, first of all.
The dark side is, yeah, I mean, it's all bait. And that's living in a temple that long and not turning is part of it, right? Like that's part of the hook for her and why she's so powerful and why she's so wise, because she sat in that temple and studied and stayed out of the mission and stayed out of all of it until the time was right. And then she comes out to do the business she said she would handle. Where are we going to step in on this journey is my question. Is where, we already know where she is in the Mando time. It's everything has to be before this. So
she's now to the point where she doesn't interfere with anybody's choices, period. She said that to Boba Fett. She's like, it's not a decision for me to make. So I think she's definitely changed, man, because she was raised by Jedi who literally just made that choice for her.
Well, and I feel like you mentioned the Bendu. There's another piece of sketch art that they didn't make in the show that Ahsoka had a moment with the Bendu. And
dude, freaking live action Bendu.
She understands what she has to do and she understands what's coming. But it's an interesting concept for me. At the end of Ahsoka's life, I feel like there's no better entity to help her transition into the Force than the Bendu. So for me, I would almost like, if they're going to show an end scene for Ahsoka at any point, I would like to see the Bendu almost walking her into the Force, right? Because she spent so much time being the embodiment of the middle, right? Of the white, of the light, of justice. I've said it 100 times. She's the modern day Ronin. She's our Star Wars Ronin. I mean, we have one, but
I hope her story doesn't end with her show. I hope that they find a way to have her be a elder Jedi that might even survive after the final order and everything that goes down with that. Unknown regions we really don't know much about. They just took us there. Like Exegol is planet 1. Exhibit A.
And because they didn't show us Force Ghost, who says she's a Force Ghost?
Exactly. Yep.
Right?
I agree.
Why can't she have been meditating somewhere like Luke on Octu? Right? Why couldn't she have been
sitting on a seeing stone, something?
Well, yeah, I mean, look at what Yoda did with Ezra, right? And showing not showing himself, but then later showing himself in the Lothal temple, right? Why can't it be the same for her? Because she is, at this point, I mean, she is kind of one of the senior Jedi in the universe, and or senior Force users. Just saying, don't tell the Luke fans, because they'll come out the woodwork and stab a motherfucker. But yeah, I mean, that's, for me, that's, at this point, why does she have to be dead?
Yeah, I don't think that. But the other part of this, and it's the whole thing with the time jump and things that Disney's decided to do, but it's like, why didn't she choose to help? Did she have knowledge that literally Palpatine was back? You know what I mean? So those are if she's surviving everything, those might be things they have to touch on. So I think the best bet is maybe she doesn't make it out of the entirety of the storylines, but 30 years, man, 30, we got to slow down and think 30 years of the time between the Empire and the Rise. So she could take part in helping keep that at bay in some form.
Well, but look, I mean, really, a lot of
Thrawn as well.
a lot of,
I keep forgetting about Thrawn.
Unfortunately, the body count in this Mando war that is coming, right? I mean, we do see, and this will be a great transition into Mando season 3. This war that is coming for Mandalore, we see Mandalore is not a glass planet. We see Bo-Katan sitting on the throne in the capital of Sandari, even though it is fucking destroyed and it is messed up. We still see these moments, right? They go back to Mandalore. This is where all of this is going to transpire, right? This is where the war is going to go. This is where the war is going to take place. Now, whether that's with Thrawn and the 7th Fleet, am I getting that right?
Right.
Okay.
Yep, I think you are.
Or that is the first remnants of the First Order.
So do you, because you've read the books about Thrawn and stuff, right? Or at least
I have not. I am not a big reader. Unfortunately,
I really am curious, because there's a power vacuum, and I'm really curious how ambitious he is, and if he would bring his fleet back into the known core regions and try to take over Mandalore, or call some kind of other uprisings, and maybe that's why it takes the First Order so long to get off the ground, and for Snoke needing to be the one to help them establish that, because Thrawn is there.
I mean, it's, could Thrawn's character change? And that's the thing. Is this going to be the Thrawn we know in Rebels? Is this going to be the Thrawn from the books that's a little more cutthroat and ruthless? We don't know yet, but ultimately, if you were Thrawn and spent all this time with the Imperial Army, knowing that they are subpar, wouldn't you want to align yourself with a army of Mandalorians who are born fighters to face the next evolution of what's coming, right? So my curiosity is,
right.
you know, I mean, Thrawn got his ass kicked because ultimately he was dealing with an inferior army. The Empire had numbers, but not necessarily the brightest and best of every division.
We know he respects combat. He trains himself.
Right.
And you're right, bro. There could be this crazy like respect amongst them.
Well,
and then like
crazy way that we don't see coming, that him and Ezra saw something in their travels, whether it was Exegol, whether it's the Chiss, whether it's unknown regions, whether it's space Vikings, whatever the shit that they bring out, right? It's ultimately all roads lead to the war for Mandalore. And that goes to the remnants of the Empire, whether it's the remnants of the Empire or the new First Order, whether it's Snoke at the helm or you know, the Moffs get together, whatever the case is, Mandalorians are the key to this entire thing, and Mandalore specifically is the key to this next evolution. Is that why the First Order takes so long to get off the ground? Because Mandalorians are gaining numbers and gaining, there's so much.
I don't know how much number they're gonna gain. It feels like they're pretty scattered.
Well, but it seems it's funny because and what a great segue to get into the trailer.
But because supposedly if they find their new Mandalore, that could literally just bring them all out of the woodworks, overturning rocks. It's like, oh my god, look, there's more Mandos.
But that's what it's always been, right?
Yes,
I mean,
they are hidden. They don't take the masks off.
Even during the time of the Empire, that was the Mandalorian way, right? There was the main sect of Mandalorians that were on Mandalore. Then you had Concord Dawn, right? Then there were these broken sects of Mandalorians everywhere, right? And that's been the problem with Mandalorians since Mandalorian the Great, right? Since his reign ended, that's been the problem, is everybody's been end fighting, right? Everybody's been fighting amongst each other, whether it's Gar Saxon, whether it's Clan Ren, everybody's been fighting. And so the Darksaber was the thing that was supposed to unite them. But instead, an outsider, I'm not going to say any names, Darth Maul, chose to use it to break them even more and fracture them even more than they were, right? Because at least back then there were only two real, there were the Mandalorians, the peaceful Mandalorians, and then there was the Death Watch. But then Maul happens, and all of a sudden now you've got the Death Watch is split in two, right? You've got, do they follow Bo or do they follow Gar Saxon, right?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of Mandalore to unpack, is what I'm saying. But to unite the factions is the danger that the Empire didn't want. That's why Palpatine played the game he did on Mandalore. He knew that if they united against him, it would be a problem.
Yeah.
Because look what 4 of them can do on a ship. Right? So
the Mandalore has always been the third strongest faction, and that's why the Empire went after them second. They took out the Jedi first, and then immediately went there and nuked that planet.
Exactly.
So
I mean, but that's what I'm saying.
They're well aware of what they can do with their strength and numbers and things like that.
Right. Okay. So this is the trailer. We're gonna play and pause a little bit here and there.
You'll risk it for the biscuit, chat.
We're gonna risk it for we're gonna risk it. We've been in here for a little half an hour, but we're gonna go through. I'm gonna keep it muted, so we're not all
we can
crazy.
just hit on the frames.
I'm gonna close. I'm a no closed caption, but we're just gonna go and play it. Right? There's a lot of talking in this.
They avoided some of the leaked stuff too from I've seen some things.
I've seen some things.
I'm disappointed that none of it was in here really.
So basically in this section of the trailer, the armorer is talking to Din Djarin again. And I'm gonna full screen me here because the lights off.
Yes.
In fact, I might go sidecar for that. I might have to sidecar. What up, Fulcrum? Okay, so during this section of this, the armorer is talking to Jinjarin, and she is basically rehashing what
Yeah.
was said to him in season 2, but it seems like that rehash is actually a new conversation to me.
Yes.
It's not the conversation they had in season 2. It seems like a rehash of a conversation, almost like he found her again, or
Mm-hmm.
she's on Mandalore now also, right? It really
Right. Like they didn't have a conversation, or at least we don't know of a conversation that happened immediately after he
no.
admits to that. So, like, does she just go there knowing, oh, like, so let's just say this is the first time she has seen the dark saber since forever, and they didn't think that that shit even existed anymore. Now they know. I think she's immediately going to head to Mandalore, set up shop, find
Yeah, 'cause
Beskar. Maybe
she
she's already
knows.
making armor, bro. Like she's got a stack of helmets there
No,
already,
no,
you
she
know?
is, dude, think about
Yeah.
look, go back to
Mhm.
season 1, right after the Imperials wiped out that covert. What was
Yeah.
she doing? She was collecting Beskar, right?
Yes.
She's like, "I can't
She
leave
had
until all
everybody
of
in the covert. Mhm.
every piece of armor she could keep and get her hands on, she was putting in a crate so that she could take it with her." What do you
Mhm.
think that she was doing on that ring? I don't even know if they named it that ring.
That place was cool.
That place was dope. That was straight out
Mhm.
of like legit awesome.
Yep.
Um, she sets up shop there, but then she sees the dark saber. Her boy gets his ass kicked by Din, and then she trains him with it a little bit, and then she banishes him.
Hmm.
Cool story, no harm, no foul. But then what do? You know he has to go back to Mandalore, right? You've already said you have to go to Mandalore. To fix what you've done, you've got to go to Mandalore. So she knows that's where he's going. Why wouldn't you go
Mhm.
back to your old shop?
I mean, she literally told him the GPS coordinates, not just the planet, but like exactly where you gotta go, man. Um, so
I just
yeah,
think,
she knows what the future holds, I think, and it's something they've been waiting for, but I don't know what their intentions are, man.
well, but they've seen the dark saber because she knows all
Mhm.
about Bo-Katan taking it. She knows about Sabine giving it to Bo. She knows about Maul having it. So she has seen it in its entirety during the whole time. Maybe she didn't know how Moff Gideon got it. Maybe that's
Right,
where it gets lost, and they thought it was lost forever. Maybe
right.
the Empire was going to burn it because it was another lightsaber.
Mhm.
Uh, but ultimately, that saber, that's a that's a big deal. Yeah, and I mean, Bo.
I think he just finds that in a disaster of some sort and then tells all of the people that are his followers that he like won it, so and so is defeated. And here's the proof. But I don't know if his claim is like he knows the rule by combat, but he didn't win that in combat, in my
Oh, sure
opinion.
he did. I mean, he beat Gar Saxon's ass. All right, I'm sorry, he beat Moff Gideon's ass. Like,
No. Moff Gideon did not win that. I believe that Moff Gideon acquired it by other means. Like
oh,
he took it not by combat.
yeah. I mean,
But
because if
and
he
it's
took,
only because he proclaims so much to the rules. Like he knows the rules are you have to win it in combat, and he
well,
holds
but
on to that. He
would
clutches that like a little purse of his.
Bo-Katan be alive if he won it?
So maybe this is the other part of that, and none of his Imperial followers know she's alive. So when she shows herself again, finally
Mm.
on Mandalore, where they defeated her the first time,
Well,
there
but
goes all his loyalty. To
he,
people
I
that
mean,
follow
she
him.
was in the room when he got his ass kicked. I mean,
Yeah,
he's playing the game, but I would like to see
I
them
need an
give us some of that.
unhinged Moff Gideon. That's what I need, basically. That's what I'm getting at.
So anyway, she's basically breaking it down again, and it sounds like they hadn't
A new conversation.
a new conversation, right?
Mhm.
Um, so okay, we're gonna go back to that. I don't know about you, but that ship looked real familiar.
Hmm.
Oh, there we are. That ship doesn't look
You
familiar to
can see
you?
that?
Mm-hmm.
If you go back further, can you see it better?
that?
Oh, there we go. Yeah. You think that's
I
Ahsoka's
mean,
ship sideways?
no. I
I don't
think
know.
that looks a
What
lot
is it?
like Maul's ship. The ship, the
Ah,
Inquisitor ship Maul stole from. I'm not saying
dude,
it's Maul,
shut
but
up.
I mean, look at the arc and the point of that thing. I mean, it almost looks
Mm,
Nubian. It almost looks,
right.
but it's not Nubian. But I mean, look at it. It's
Is this what you're saying here? Gauntlet class, the
I'm
Night
just
Brother?
saying.
That's a good shot right there.
I'm just saying. Like,
I am unfamiliar with ships. That's not my
all right. Well, here.
terrible. But
Let's see. I want I want that side view. There's like a blip side view.
yeah.
That right.
Oh, now okay. Now I see it.
Right. I mean,
At first you didn't notice the nose being as
if you were
long.
into Stargate, this looks like a Wraith dart, right? That's really what it looks like. If
Mhm.
you're a Stargate nerd like me, this looks like a Wraith dart. But it's crazy. Like, it's crazy.
Dude, yeah. Mhm.
It just looks like
Yo, if we get like nope, I'm not doing it. You do it.
no, I mean, I
Go
don't think
ahead.
we're getting Maul. I'm just saying, like,
Right. But any
Maul's
kind of
ship,
like Inquisitor, a Dark Force
but
user that gets in
Maul's
the
ship.
mix here, bro. Like what?
No, not even that. I'm not even going that direction yet. I'm just saying Maul's ship on Sundari because he got transported away by clones.
Mhm.
Right, and he escaped on a republic ship, right? All I'm saying is his ship never left Mandalore.
Okay, yeah.
That's all I'm saying, is that
Okay.
Maul's ship never left Mandalore, right? Because we see him arrive in a couple different ships, right? Because he's not
Mhm.
just hanging out on Mandalore. He's going to Dathomir, right? Because that's where they found the Darksaber. Like, he's making moves. He's got a couple ships. Well, no, Ezra stole Ezra ended that ship, but that's what I'm saying. I mean, look at that. That looks a lot like that ship, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's a good shot right there of whatever the ship is.
Maul had several different ships. He didn't just rock one ship like everybody else. He
Yeah.
stole a lot of shit. All right, so we see this, and then we get
That's so
this
crazy,
shot.
though.
Like, there's so much cool shit here. Like, and then
Yeah,
this
that was if
that
you
was
wanna
what?
go back. If you wanna
What?
go back, like, they're definitely in the caves, in the mines, quote, unquote. Like, you can see the water, the
Yeah,
living waters, like, come on.
right. Like,
They're already there.
this is what most people anticipate
And
Mandalore look
that's the glass planet. That's what he meant by that, like,
right.
phew, you can see all those
And, like,
shards of earth.
this could be the caves.
Mhm.
This could be the entrance to the caves, to the living waters on Mandalore, right?
Yep.
So then the armor is still talking here about Din's betrayal and having to go back and all this. That's why she's dipping the cauldron into the Beskar.
Yeah, yo, so you think that is all Beskar?
Yes, dude, that is
Holy
100%.
shit, like,
That is
that's
a
a lot, y'all. That is a
dude.
lot of
She knows what's coming. She knows that Din Djarin has basically she knows that Din has basically cracked the seal on the beer,
Mandalore's
right?
back, baby.
Yeah, she's like, Mandalore's back, baby. I got to
Mhm.
set up shop because I'm gonna have a lot of orders. I gotta arm a lot
Mm,
of people because there's about to be a war here, and all of our people are coming home. That's what the
mhm,
Darksaber symbols in this show. It's a marker for every Mandalorian to come home, right? It's crazy, right?
mhm.
So here let's see if we can see what's going on. And then let's back up a little bit. Yeah, I think that entire cauldron
Yeah, dude, holy
is
shit.
filled.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Look at that spoon, dude.
Mm,
That's
mhm.
just a normal Beskar spoon, right? That doesn't melt in there, right? Look at how big that cauldron is. That cauldron is huge, bro.
Yep.
And that's all Beskar. Unless you think they're eating black dinner,
No, I'm not eating that.
right? I mean,
So then it goes into this
No more.
Yeah, see, they have another conversation in her new shop on Mandalore. That's where that cave is. The cave is her new shop on Mandalore. That's where he is. He's not in the living waters. This is her cave.
Okay.
Right here. Look, this is the same color as her cave. So this is all leading into her cave, right?
Yep.
Because look at the wall on both, right? Brown background.
Yeah, even there.
They're having this conversation a second time, right? And this is the conversation.
No more.
Right? That's not how she said it in the last one. So they do meet up on Mandalore again. And then we get some bitchin' space flight.
Yep.
Grogu in the cockpit. There's that ship again, dude.
Yeah.
And who sees it coming? Oh, maybe that might have been Din in the Nubian. Nubian, that's one.
But so who do we think who else do you think could be flying his ship?
Maul's ship?
Yeah.
Oh,
like
dude.
Anybody? Could Bo have taken it there? Like we didn't really see how Bo's flying around with her two friends. We don't know what she.
I think Bo still has the Mandalorian class rotating.
Okay.
Bobby, her blue ship that she always had.
Yeah.
Oh! What I was saying about Ezra. Ezra took Maul's red Mandalorian fighter when he went home, right? When after Obi-Wan, he took Maul, but we never saw what happened to the when Maul stole the Inquisitor ship on Malachor. We never saw that ship. He had a couple different. We never saw again the Republic ship that he stole at the end of Clone Wars. He's got a couple ships, is all I'm saying. I'm not saying that he's in the series. I'm just saying some of his old ships might be, and that's where some of these little pearls are coming from, like that, right?
Yeah.
And then you see Bo's in the fucking throne room.
Yeah, sitting on it.
Sitting on the fucking throne. Like,
oh yeah.
Okay, here's what I'm saying, peeps. Look at all the different colors. Look at all the different factions of Mandalorians we have right here, just in this one shot. Din Djarin is raising an army of Mandalorians. The first thing he probably does in this series is go grab Boba Fett because he needs backup.
Yep.
Heads to fucking Sandari and goes to see the armorer, and then goes to the Living Waters because he's raising an army. Look at that shit.
Yeah, like where does he find all these people? Do they find him?
That's what I'm saying. Look at this. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, that's the freaking this is the owl armor.
Yep.
Right. So these could be old members of the owls.
Yep.
Right. Then you've got
just a mashup of armor that they've like found. You know what I mean? The mix match colors.
Maybe the armor is just cranking out custom pieces. Right. And they're just like the white ones. I could see those being, a lot like Din's, just custom pieces right out of the gate.
Or okay, hold on, because and just leave you here for one more second, because the armor on the far right looks like when we met him. So it may not be pure Beskar. It could be, just whatever they have, right?
Well, he was
replacing his pieces of armor. Those were actual Beskar.
Yeah, those were Beskar, but they were
okay.
I thought they were damaged. Maybe
I guess so. Can't remember.
I don't know. That'd be a good convo for the chat. But it seems like Bo-Katan's armor is Beskar, and all this stuff looks old, like all the old. This seems like it's just new, unpainted.
Right.
Stuff that's been painted and is probably because like Bo-Katan, she recrafted the armor she was given, right? So nobody has new. It's rare to have new armor if you're an old school Mando. Right, he got new armor.
He was actually. You're right, because it's all coming back now. That was made from the actual.
That was made from the ingots of Beskar. Yeah,
right. Yes,
right. And so everybody else in this picture has old. Look, I mean, he's got
existing armor.
His shit is so old. His is bent. Right. I mean, that's
yes.
His shit's so old, it's bent. Right. I mean. Hers is straight, but all of them have
It looks like everybody's vintage toy models.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, everybody's vintage. Nobody's got that new Black Series, right? He's the only Black Series, right? All right. So, but I mean, look at this. I mean, let's go back to that scene right there, right? Let's go back one couple seconds,
and
right?
the man himself, right there.
The Vizslas,
We're gonna
right?
talk about the
Look at this.
Vizslas.
There's 5 more that are pledging allegiance to the Darksaber.
Yeah,
This is after.
gotta be some kind of.
This is after. This is after he goes to Mandalore. This is him finding the coverts and recruiting, outright recruiting across the galaxy. They are bending the knee to the Darksaber.
But also, man, like, not for nothing, this could be it. It could be that ship full of a dozen of them. That could be it, man.
Nah. Look how many there were in that one covert.
It could be that. Could it still be that covert?
No, because the Imperials wiped that out. She took all that armor with her, right?
Okay.
And they moved the whole covert. But he said,
yeah,
there are more across the galaxy that he was trying to find. That's why he went back looking for her when they fought for the saber and all that shit. He didn't get the answers he was looking for because he was unworthy, right? He was no longer Mandalorian to her. She knows where all the coverts are. So that's why I'm saying the first thing he does is he goes and gets purified by the living waters.
Yep.
Hopefully waking the mythosaur. Hopefully. That's my speculation. The Darksaber's harmonics of the crystal.
That might bring back a couple dozen Mandalorians, maybe.
And then you start hearing through the factions, through the coverts, that the Darksaber has been found and has been challenged and kept. I mean, that starts to build allegiances, man. I mean, these are 2 different groups of people. And then you've got him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm very curious.
Oh, look at this. So this is what is the name of this planet? It's not gonna work here anymore. Where
is it a new planet or is it a planet that we've seen?
No, this was the first season of Mando.
Navarro.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I like that IG-88 statue has I'm sorry, I should come over here. I like how the IG-88 statue is stepping on the Imperial helmet. I love that.
Yeah.
This dude's obviously making coin.
Oh yeah, like, geez.
Right.
Is that the guild? You think he's still part of the guild, or you think he's legit?
No, he's definitely legit.
Bounty hunters. So bounty hunter stuff.
I mean, look, man. He's got all that fancy shit. He might be like a governor now or something.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know though.
Because
Navarro, Navarro had the imperial remnants, so maybe they're entirely gone and this planet's able to flourish now or something.
That's probably it, under the advice of the gone Cara Dune.
Yeah.
Want.
Protection of the rebels or something.
Now we finally get what a lot of people have been talking about. Red is back in the cockpit of a starfighter again with his bad motivator and everything.
Wild.
I think it's fun. I'm excited about it. But it looks like Grogu has to ride in the shotgun position.
Oh yeah, he's on his lap.
They got a droid now.
In some of those scenes, he's definitely.
And a lot of people are like, "Well, that was hollowed out for Grogu. Where's the bubble now? Is it convertible? Is it interchangeable?"
Oh yeah. What the hell is going on?
Yeah, what the hell?
You're right.
What the hell? It's a convertible and one movie. So
Jesus.
Look what's behind him, though.
Snap on parts like the Lego.
Look what ship is behind him, though.
Yeah,
that's a rebellion era Hammerhead, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken because I'm awful with ships too. But
it's cool. I'm googling them every time people drop them in the chat.
I'm pretty sure that looked like a rebellion ship, or what would be a New Republic ship, I guess, at this point.
Potentially. Yeah. No, I can totally see it now.
I mean, it looks kind of like a Hammerhead.
It was also featured in the Freemaker Adventures.
Okay.
It's a Lego set. That's like the most popular thing that comes up. But I will say it looks slightly different.
It does look slightly different.
That looks dark side. like that
Almost
ship right
Imperial.
there. Mm-hmm.
All right, and then we go into this is that ship again. This is that ship again. That's what I was saying.
Okay.
This is the same ship.
So isn't Din in that?
No, this isn't the
I thought they
newbie.
showed.
No,
Yes,
no.
I know, but okay. So when he's floating in the one trailer right here.
Yeah, this is him in his N1 Starfighter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you got the bubble and all that, right? And you can see his face right there. Good shot,
Yeah.
actually. All right. And then it transitions straight away to this shot, which is that ship I was talking about.
And if you continue this shot on, it's not Din in the cockpit.
Doesn't look like this is
Oh.
throne room next. So that's what I'm saying.
That's
It
where they
seems like
showed that scene expanded.
that's what I'm saying is
maybe
like does Din lose if Din loses another ship
right
that he just put all this work into again, I'm
Jesus.
seriously gonna lose my mind. Poor guy can't keep a ship to save his life. But it looks like, I mean, maybe he loses the N1 and maybe I don't know where he would the only place I could think that he would find this ship would be on Dathomir. And if we see Dathomir, holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, some of these planets are pretty close together, not for nothing. And he did stop at a few in his travels. We know every other episode something was happening to his ship. He'd have to break down and go fix it somewhere. So maybe they'll keep that trope.
And this is Sendari right here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is the what's left of Sendari. It looks
the
like
dome, right? From the big explosion. Yeah. Noticed that for sure.
Okay, and then this is that's what's left of the dome of Sendari right there. And this is that ship flying in that we saw cutting across the sky.
Yeah, really curious about the ships. They're doing a good job of showing just enough of them, but not
just
not
enough of them to piss you off.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what the chat
sit
has.
on Google forever.
Navarro has resources to sell, I think. Okay, there you go. Grief dipped out of Navarro. That's what the Stanleys is talking about. Mandalorians are probably working as bodyguard, bounty hunters, assassins, etc. When Din calls. Yep. I could see that. No armor painted crazy enough to connect anybody to Sabine. Well, Sabine did her own dance. She didn't subscribe to anybody's colors. Stargate for the win. Attaboy. I'm a big SG-1 fan.
I love the original movie.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm big in this series also. All right, so we get this. He flies into Sendari and immediately to the throne room. And this looks nothing like the throne room in Sendari, actually. Because remember that had big glass.
Yeah. It was a big open room.
It was huge. This seems like a very narrow throne room. This seems like Bo-Katan's because look at the walls. The tapestries, if that's what you call them. I don't even know what you are. The banners, if you will. Those are all the owl, right?
Yeah.
So those are all her logo.
Yeah, they didn't go anywhere. I think she's been there the whole time, basically.
Yeah, she never left, I don't think.
Damn.
Okay, so that's the throne room. They have a conversation. Let's see what's said.
You then. Our people.
Our people.
Where were you then?
Yeah, so see, this is Bo. And this is where a lot of this is going to come into play with Mandalorian, because you've got this faction of Mandalorians that tried to save Mandalore, right? And they got their ass kicked. The Empire wiped them out. But then you've got this other group that was on Concordia that basically watched, right? The Death Watch. So Bo and a lot of these clans are pissed at Death Watch because they look at them as having almost contributed, if you will, or by not contributing to the fight, contributed to the demise, right? So that's what Bo is saying here. She's like, where were you when our people were suffering? is basically what she's saying to Din. And then
Yeah,
here we
she's
go again.
having a change of heart.
Here we go again. The owls are these are the color of Bo-Katan, at least the helmets. And there you have what looks like 5. There's 2, 4, 6, 8 Mandalorians dropping out of that Mandalorian fighter, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, there are more than just a half a dozen of these Mandalorians around at this point. Now you have Bo-Katan's army. Now you have Din starting to recruit, potentially Boba Fett and Fennec starting to recruit. There seems to be a large recruitment going on. And they're making moves. They're not just sitting by idly. They're making moves on other planets.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope that they all start to, like I said, come out of the woodwork once they know that the Darksaber is like shown itself again.
I think your dad was the only man.
And see this scene right here. This is an important scene because this is Grogu wasn't really awake during the battle on Navarro, right? When all the Mandalorians came to save him from the guild, right? So he wasn't really awake at that time. The only thing he really woke up for is as they're flying away, he sees one of them, and that's it, right?
Mhm.
But Bo-Katan here is having a conversation with Grogu, which is hilarious because it's just great.
He's got to talk. He's got to talk, man.
Oh my God, I can't wait.
I need a voice from this kid. Or
right,
man, he's
here's
50
this
for Christ's sake. I don't know what is
little
he.
conversation with Bo.
I think your dad was the only Mandalorian.
Oh, and look at her colors there, bro. Her colors look like they're different. Look, there's maroon. I don't remember there being maroon in her armor before.
Fresh leathers.
Fresh leathers, maybe. I'm telling you, dude.
Did you think your dad was the only Mandalorian?
Oh, look there. Oh, that's another dope shot.
Wow.
Look at that.
Yeah, and this guy's using silent, communication.
Yeah, this
like
this
they're
team
going
is all
stealth mode.
bro. Bro, look.
So what? Someone's captured? They're going in there to free him? You think they get Grogu?
I mean, either that or they're going after that's what I'm saying. Either that or they're going starting to go after the Empire, which means going after the cloning facility.
Yeah. These guys have to be from the original clan. Maybe we find out why they had Grogu to begin with.
Oh, see, that would be an
Those
interesting.
Two guys are the same species. You know what I mean? They're just
that
coming
would be
back for their
conversation.
bounty,
I'm digging it. I'm digging it.
Mhm.
Right, but
that's what I thought right away when I saw those two guys.
Was that Greet? Was that?
Yeah.
Was that him? Oh,
they're confronting him.
They're confronting him. Oh, so
dude, and I'm also. It was like way out there speculation, but did Grief Karga know potentially that they had Grogu, and he sent Mando there knowing how much firepower they had, and maybe because there was a bigger price on the Mandalorian, so maybe it was a setup from the beginning, bro. I'm just saying, like, Grief could still double cross us. I don't trust him.
Oh, the old triple cross. Oh, yeah. I like it. All right. So then
stamp a double stamp. You can't do that.
And then there's some more space battle.
This looks sick, dude. All the space battles. You can tell they used a lot of practical effects.
Right. And there's space battles.
Yeah.
Nubian. I love the Nubian. Nubian fighter is beautiful. Reminds me of Anakin Skywalker. Right. And then you got our friends back on Tatooine. Babu Frick. See, and this is what you and I have been discussing for a long time. All roads. This is I know. Oh, that's a great. Somebody should clip that. Make that the face of like whatever.
It is like, bro, it is like that SpongeBob meme.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I think this, I know people hate this. I know this is what people really hate about.
Actually, though, Babu Frick, he passes. I think he passes the test for a lot of people.
I think
surprisingly.
I think he passed the test for a lot of people, but at the same time,
we know where it goes. Yeah.
this
it
starts
goes
to
to a
lead to
dark
the sequels, and
place.
everybody's like, no,
Yeah.
right?
Oh my God, Stanley's guys. So that he might. This is kind of spoilery speculation stuff, but if you're keeping up with Jason
Oh,
Ward
that
and those
would be
guys,
dope.
oh my God,
That would be dope.
yeah. I don't want to touch on it any further, but
Like
that's a kind of a spoiler thingy.
that's crazy. I don't know about all that.
We can
but
talk about it, but I don't know. That one's a stretch for me.
That would be awesome, though. So Babu Frick, the droid
Man.
master, is in it. So guys,
Mhm.
sequel haters, cover your ears. Okay, and there's obviously the free. I mean, they're
This shot's gonna be epic. A whole new world, magic carpet ride, all the above.
with Grogu in the front seat.
Mm-hmm. It's funny too, like Grogu's been in hyperspace, but they kind of make these scenes seem like he's like experiencing it again for the first time. Like he's
I
so
mean, I'm sorry.
mystified by fireworks and things like that. He is still just a kid, but
He's still a kid, but I mean,
yeah,
if you put me in hyperspace, I don't care if you put me in hyperspace
for sure.
150 times. I'm still gonna be like, I'm in hyperspace. It's like, we're going so fast. Holy shit! Right? I mean, come on. I think any of us would be in awe of the blue
Yeah,
light.
no lie.
Right? So if he's a little kid in his, yeah, dude. But anyway, and then that's the end of it. They come up with this cool way to lay out the Mandalorian logo.
Mhm.
And then that's it. Tells us it's coming next year at some time.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's so much good
yeah.
stuff in there, dude. I mean, Babu Frick, we're back on Tatooine. There's so much good stuff. So with that, that's the stuff we've already know about, right? That's
Yeah.
the
A lot
stuff,
of that's just retouching rumors that have been talked about. Some of the stuff leaked, some of these images.
And now I want to get into what you and I both are super hyped about. And that is Tales of the Jedi. Now, I'm excited because what are the rules here? Is it 6 individual shows?
6 episodes.
6 episodes.
This is going to be a anthology series, kind of sorts.
So it's 6 episodes, and it's covering Dooku, Anakin, Ahsoka.
I think that.
So basically, those 3 and everybody tied to them: Yaddle, Qui-Gon, potentially maybe even see a young Kenobi. Now, is this the story? Is this the story of? This is the story, I believe, of Dooku's fall from grace, right?
Yeah, I don't know how far they're going to go into it, but it appears to be his change of heart, or he starts to question the motives of the Jedi.
Great. Okay, so we might have to attack this in pieces because you do need to hear a lot of this. We're going to try to do this. If we get booted, we get booted. Whatever. Fuck them.
Yeah.
So let's go to the first scene. Okay, so
where there is life, but you must face.
Okay, so I have studied this scene extensively. I can't find her anywhere.
Yeah, but they show the shot, right?
But they show the shot.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go back. I think this whole thing is closed caption, so I don't have to put it up.
Yeah, no worries.
Read it.
We're analyzing. Everybody who's here has seen this about 1 billion times already, I'm sure.
Okay.
And if you haven't, what's wrong with you?
Right. Okay, so
I've been waiting for this. Dude, I want Cypher Diaz too, man.
I think we're gonna.
I don't know how far back they're gonna go, but give me all them early plots, all those early Sith plots, bro.
That to me is amazing to show Ahsoka's bravery from,
or just trusting the Force too. Like maybe she's already feeling these feels.
Oh, that's what I mean, that's what it is. I mean,
Mhm.
it's just like she's not afraid.
Oh, Stanley already. Pav T relation to Shak T.
Oh.
Names are important in Star Wars. I don't care who you are.
Okay. So we're gonna watch this, and then
This
we're gonna go,
training montage with her
bro.
and the Ahsoka.
Bro,
That's gonna be big. That ship right there too. Like,
does that ship
not
look
for nothing.
familiar? Does
Yes,
that ship
sir.
look familiar to
Yes,
anybody?
sir.
Hello.
That is the
That is the
the
ship.
epilogue. The epilogue ship.
That's Ahsoka's ship at the end of
Oh
Rebels.
man. Yep.
Okay. So here we have Master Jedi Master
Mm-hmm.
Dooku
Mm-hmm. And
and his
Padawan.
Padawan Qui-Gon Jinn,
Yes, sir.
right?
Hell yeah.
The best
6 original shorts, right? Okay.
way I can protect
Okay. So
Oh, dude.
we're
I
gonna
love
get
the
into
theory too.
wait for it, bro. Wait
Mhm.
for it. It's coming. Okay. So this it seems like is where Dooku takes it takes his stand. He's had enough. And it seems like they're showing this moment as the
Mhm.
moment he chooses to disobey, right?
Yeah, so I'm wondering like so the people that he's standing in front of are clearly in shambles.
The town,
But are
town,
they good people? You know what I mean? Are these
right?
bandits, murderers, thugs he's trying to defend? And that's why Qui-Gon's like, "What are you doing, bro? These other people are working
Well,
with with us."
he's using the dark side, right? Like, I mean, I don't
The
consider it the
choke.
dark side, but that's it.
I
The
mean,
council, that's a dark side
mhm.
trait. You can't just
Oh, for
grab,
sure. Oh,
you
for
know.
sure. Mm-hmm.
And then he pushes his
Yeah.
apprentice back.
Mm-hmm.
I love how these two fought
Dude, and the interactions
side by
between the
side.
two of them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't
Brutal
wait.
training.
Dude, he was a.
Dude, Mhm.
We'll get to it.
Yo, Dooku with the behind the back deflection too.
Dude, he's
there.
nasty,
Right
dude.
there. Ooh, good pull.
He's so nasty,
Could do
dude.
that again if you tried. Right there. Boom. Oh, sick. Does he have a curved hilt on that?
I think so.
So these hilts are his Jedi hilts, bro?
Yes, he just
Never
corrupted
seen.
his
Oh,
crystals.
Jesus Christ. His own crystal. No.
Yes, and that's why he was always a
Oh
fake
my
fan.
God.
That's right there. That's why he was always a fake fan. Because
Okay. Why
look,
did I not know that?
think about this, right? With Dooku. Think about
Oh,
this.
of course, bro.
Oh,
Of
we
course.
shilling hard,
Of
girl.
course.
Oh, we shilling hard. If you want the negativity, go to that big dude that's sitting next door. Okay, go to that big dude in the mansion with his Lamborghini. If you want the hate and shit, go over there. If you want happiness and Shillington, get your ass over here, right? And I told him that earlier before he was late to all his own dates, but it's all right. I'm waiting for him to come at me. So here we have Dooku, right? But think about it. Dooku was never really a Sith Lord, right? Yeah, he had the lightning and all that, but he didn't have evil eyes, right?
Mhm.
He still
Not
had his,
killing no Jedi to get your crystals the way you should.
yeah. I mean,
Take them from
he
another
might
Jedi.
have, and this might have been the
That's
same thing that
wild.
Anakin did, right? Because Anakin
Mhm.
duplicated his hilt the same way, right? And just had a red saber with it. Maybe he did
No.
that.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, depends
yeah.
on who you ask, but in a comic, he went and found his damn shit.
Right. But I'm
Kirak
saying,
and Phila's crystal is actually his first crystal, so
what I'm saying is like
yeah.
I'm pretty sure that hilt is curved. I mean, look,
Yes. Dude, 1000%. Love that.
Well, my pause game
So
today, dude. I need to get on TikTok. I'm on my pause game like crazy. So yeah,
Uh-huh.
so he's obviously at his end of his good guy stint here.
Mhm.
And he feels it. I mean, look at that. That's a great shot. That's a great way to animate it. He feels it right there.
Yes, and I want
Right?
them to show it. See, this is where it's going to get weird for me because I need to feel sympathy for Dooku in his moments of questioning the Jedi. I need his choice to turn to the dark side, not necessarily to be his own, a forcing of his hand, some form of regret, but then also like what turns him to fully embrace it and become like Count Dooku. You know what I'm saying? Like the guy leading the armies and who is above Grievous, and like I don't know how far they'll get into all that, but this is going to be a great story, man. I think it's going to show a lot of Qui-Gon's also, like, so Qui-Gon's a Jedi who did follow the Jedi teachings, but then eventually was like, I don't need to train in combat anymore. The Force is telling me what to do now. So I'm wondering if early on him seeing the fall of Dooku's what kind of set him on this path of like, dude, this is not right, and the Force, I need to know more about the Force, basically.
Right, and what led him to the wills.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, obviously October 26th, this is going to be a huge day.
That's so soon, right? Like we didn't.
Yeah, dude,
that was completely unexpected.
That's like 6 weeks away.
Completely unexpected,
bro. Little Ahsoka Tano riding up on that,
dude. And I'll pull it. Someone hit on it earlier. Yes, right here.
And they barely show it too. It's like
if Ahsoka's planet is like, Lothal, even like these Jedi had deeper connections to the animals. So I definitely can see her people. Yeah. She's riding this thing back that was almost going to eat her.
Yeah, it's going to eat her. She's like, yeah, kitty, I'll ride you home, kitty. Right. And gets on and mashes out. Right.
Yeah.
But it just shows like her from the young age, how fearless she was. Right. But we're going to get into her. And we see a little bit of see, and there she is.
Yes.
Right. I keep trying to find her. So they're putting Ahsoka at Padme's funeral. And here's the best part of this. Right. And I'll get into this right now. We'll get into the stuff later. At this point, she doesn't have her sabers. Number one, she is completely defenseless. 100% defenseless, expected to be dead. And doesn't feel Anakin in the Force. So she's assuming Anakin isn't going to be there. Right.
At the funeral.
Right? Because she's like,
but he is, right?
No,
he doesn't. Right. So he's already legless in the suit,
bro.
Yeah, for sure.
This is after. This is after Obi-Wan.
So
back with the kids.
When does Yeah. So and Bail Organa and all take the kids before all of this as well.
Before the funeral. Yeah.
But Ahsoka is aware that she's pregnant.
Oh yeah, because they're homies.
Where she knows about it.
Oh yeah, they're homies.
I think also recently someone.
Well, they were super tight. Her and Padme were like uber tight. Okay, so they show this quick blip of Bail.
Sir.
I wonder if this is on. I'm curious if this is going to be the Padme on Naboo.
Yes.
Yeah, Vader's out learning how to walk right now. Right. That's what Vader's trying to do. Vader's learning how to walk in those meat cleavers that he's got on his feet, right? So you got Bail, and then you got Ahsoka at the funeral, which I thought was just like it immediately made me get glossy.
Gut-wrenching. Yeah, gut-wrenching, dude.
Right? Like absolutely, because they were homies. They were actual friends, not just like apprentice to Anakin. They were true friends. They went to each other for advice. For
what help. A risk! What a risk!
What a risk! Right? What a risk! Order 66 is out there. Everybody's looking for Jedi. The balls on this girl to just say, "Screw you! I'm going to her funeral, and I'm going to be in the second row." Right?
Real talk. Yeah, she's in it.
Meanwhile, like. All the dignitaries are there, but none of her Jedi friends are there. All her Jedi friends are on the run. Like she is taking a big gamble going to the funeral. Then you have, there's this hilt right there.
Yep.
Looks a little different, maybe.
Who knows though? That's awesome.
Right. And then I'm guessing this is Ahsoka after Order 66. Right? Right here. Where the hell is she going? Where the hell is she?
Oh, yeah. Where is she? Oh,
right.
Enhance. What are the flags?
I don't know. They're red,
dude.
They're red. I don't know. I don't know.
I have to assume it's Coruscant, right? Her leaving.
No, I don't think
You don't
so.
think this is her leaving the funeral?
No, like I said, I
Okay.
think all of the Ahsoka book stuff is going to end up in this and not the show.
Oh, Theed Palace.
Yeah.
Naboo.
Yeah. That's
Her
what I
like, oh man.
That's
Yeah.
her walking
Her just like walking the
to or
grounds.
from the funeral.
Yeah, I do
Right?
like that. Mm-hmm.
And then obviously there's Dooku without his beard, right? That's him,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And
Same
then we
guy.
have a moment of Rex,
Mm-hmm.
right? Whether that's going to be past or present, we don't know yet. And then, oh, that was a good shot.
Some
Was that
newcomers in the
Yaddle's?
chat. What's up,
Was that,
fellas? How you doing?
I was going to say, was that Yaddle's casket?
No. Stop.
I'm not kidding, dude. I got a theory.
Nope.
I'm going to blow your mind hole when this is this. I got a couple of them that are going to blow mind holes. I don't see Yaddle there. Is that Yaddle's casket?
Dang. And yeah, and Dooku's telling some kind of damn story, bro. He's telling a story. Okay. I don't know what your theory is, but
Okay.
I just came up with my own.
Who is this guy?
He is an inquisitor.
Who is this
1000%.
guy?
He has the spinning blades.
And he's got the markers on the belt.
Yeah. He
Could
is
could they be replacing the sixth brother with this?
I don't want it to, nor do I think it's a replacement. I think it's just going to be an unknown number that we have never heard of.
But that
I think that would be easily.
That's what I'm saying. I could see this replacing the Ahsoka novel, right? I could see this superseding the Ahsoka
Okay, I don't know about the novel.
Okay, so in the novel, it's the sixth brother, right? And it's a named brother. We already know that face and that name from the comics and stuff.
Yeah.
So this could be another adaptation that's going to go on, and making this scene where she gets her lightsabers.
Yes, and then my only pushback is that he is named and shown in the visuals of the Charles Soule comic, which I hold near and dear to my heart because I want and I believe most of that is canon because there's direct Palpatine, like Inquisitors are heavily talked about in Rebels, but they give enough vague details that like the numbers for the Inquisitors, we could have the 11th, the 12th.
True.
Like
Absolutely.
we really aren't sure.
True, for sure.
It's unfortunate that this guy has never been mentioned or shown, and now we're gonna have to just like learn about him in this half episode.
It just seems like they could be replacing the sixth brother in the Ahsoka novel scene, making this scene where she gets her sabers back because she was fighting and running from an Inquisitor.
We also don't know. Could be just like there could be two. This could be a guy, and your sixth brother story could still be told.
Absolutely.
Right. Like they could just both be a threat.
Right, for sure.
But I love the guy's mask.
Oh, he looks
and everything about him does not feel anything like the other Inquisitors. So that's why I'm more also leaning towards like maybe the mask is ancient in its own right, and it's an Inquisitor that has left and now just found this thing, and like this is a new threat, something that I don't know. I want him to do crazy things, and the masks with like Sith possessions are always in masks, Momin, etc.
Looks dope though.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, look at
he's one of my new favorite characters, just from the one line. And who might you be?
Look at his fingers.
Yeah,
his fingers look gnarly.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to rewind this little scene real quick just because I want to hear the whole thing.
Let's hope all that training pays off.
Okay. That's Yaddle, my friends.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's Yaddle. Mm-hmm. And that's...
I agree. I want this. I want saber science.
And that's Yaddle fighting Dooku. I think Yaddle finds out what Dooku's up to. The reason we never see Yaddle again is because Dooku kills Yaddle. And that's what starts his turn. And that's what truly begins the descent of Dooku. I think that casket was Yaddle's because everybody looked super sad, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Or is that scene? Everybody looks here it is. Everybody looks and that could have been why he looks so sad too. But that's you know.
So what is the mission that they all sent on together? You know what I mean? And what is the thing that turns Dooku, that triggers him to like actually use force against Yaddle?
Right.
Shit's gonna be intense, man.
Right.
He's been warning them about the coming darkness, and he sounds like Maul.
Right. Exactly.
Knows this prophecy. He has these, dude. Like, is Dooku gonna have premonitions? Like, is Palpatine in his mind already?
Right. Exactly.
Chat, I'm ready.
and there's Ahsoka. Hold on. There's Ahsoka. Do you see a saber? I don't see a saber for her. She's doing.
Oh yeah.
She's using just the force there, guys. That's a cool shot right there.
Mm-hmm. I heard descriptions of Yaddle, and she is not to be messed with, apparently. So they're going to show her doing some pretty dope shit.
Yeah. I mean,
oh, he just snatched a saber. Windu. Right here. Or is that a blaster?
no, that's a blaster.
It looked like Dooku for a second.
This is a cool move for Yaddle.
Her spinning. Yeah. That's that fighting style, though, right? The same form.
Yeah, Yoda and her use the same form. No, it's just a blaster.
Sick.
There you go.
Yeah.
It just says Inquisitor.
And who might you be?
Love it, dude.
Telling you, that's from the book. That's the scene from the book. That's the thing that I'm trying to get Kat LaSalle to illustrate for me before this shit comes out. Kat, if you're watching, no, she got a real acting job and had to
oh right.
But look. Okay, so here's my nuclear take, guys. Okay. Dooku kills Yaddle, right? Whether she finds out what's going on, whatever, she kills Dooku kills Yaddle and lies about it. And the other nuclear take I have is that shit, I lost it. I gotta get through here. Where was it? Oh, okay. I gotta pull it back up. That the shit that Anakin's doing, this shit right here that Anakin's doing to Ahsoka,
the
repetitive that's going on. Okay. Anakin, I don't know how. Anakin is training her for Order 66. I don't know how he's doing it, but that is direct training for Order 6. Why do you think she survives? She's
dude, how to dodge. Holy shit. Yeah, how to dodge the shock things.
Right? How did she's the only one that survived an entire battalion shooting at her? And why did she get a second saber? You know why she got a second saber? Because of this. I'm going to show you. This is my take. I'll make a video on it. But this is hot. This is hot off the presses for me. Okay. Yeah. Dude,
God dang. Can we get some snaps for Obsession in the chat, please?
Bro.
Some 1-1s or something if you're feeling this.
Okay. So here is Ahsoka right here, right? Single sabered, right?
Yeah.
Her one green saber before she gets her yellow shuto.
Also, in the background, is Rex watching too?
Yes. Rex is
They both survive it.
They both survive it. But not only that.
Stupid. I love it.
Why is Rex showing Anakin or Ahsoka at Order 66 protocols? Is my question. This is Order 66 protocols. Nobody knows this. They only train for this on Camino.
Behind closed doors.
They do not train this in real life.
Jesus.
So how the fuck is Rex training Ahsoka for Order 66, not knowing what he's training her for? Boom. Okay, we're not done yet. Hold on.
Holy
so
hell.
here's her saber, bro. Here's Ahsoka with her single long blade original green lightsaber. Okay. Now you get a little further in, and where is it? Oh, it's so good, dude. It's so good. Okay. Where is it? No, it's after
go back.
Okay. No, it's not there. That's not what I want to
She had two though, yeah.
Oh, yeah, she had two in that scene, but We get forward. Was it this far forward? Okay, where she gets stunned. She only has one when she gets stunned.
You hit on that part. Yep.
Okay. The reason Anakin has her, the reason that she gets here to this point right here, where she gets her 2 sabers, is because Anakin saw the weakness in the form while that was
Defending
going
against
on,
the shockwaves
and defending that kind of enemy.
Right.
And he said, basically made her get a new saber so that she could survive it. That's my theory.
I like that.
The reason that she got a set, because not many people get 2. No one gets 2 sabers. Name a Jedi that got 2, that walked around with 2 sabers all the time. That wasn't
there were none in this era, the Coruscant Temple era. I don't know what they call this era of the Jedi, really.
Okay, here it is, right here. Right?
Yeah, she's the only dual wielder. One of them's a short blade.
This is the exact training for Order 66, dude.
Now, this training, I'll know, is out in the open more.
This is literally on a ship.
Okay.
Look at the Wraith sheet.
Anakin's ship, you think, with his
this is absolutely their Star Cruiser. They went over this I guarantee they train this every day. Every single day. He had a different number of troopers with Rex, and they were just blasting her. She probably got stunned to death every day. But why did she survive and no other Jedi did? Because Anakin trained her to survive this. I mean, look at it, dude. It's exactly the same.
Yeah, dude. She definitely,
look at that movement right there. Where do you think she learned that movement to do on the freaking look, dude, even the floor, when she takes out the floor at one time, but she uses the Force, the same movement.
Yep.
And then she gets right there. She got stunned. Notice she only had one saber. Her one long
she
saber.
Dropped it.
No, she didn't have the other one.
Well, yeah, what I'm saying is in that split second there, it looks like she had it, and then.
Well, that's what I'm saying. This looks like her younger. Look, like when she turns
back and
around,
forth on me,
she looks younger. Notice her tendrils aren't as long.
So we're saying years?
I'm saying a year.
Yeah, a year.
I'm saying she went through this for years.
Yeah,
that's why. I'm saying she went through this training with Anakin for years, because if you listen to what he is saying, watch. Listen, I'm gonna risk it, guys. Fuck it, we're risking it. Again. See? Like, she is look at that. She is worn out. Why, Master? Why do I keep going through this? Why do you keep doing this to me? Because inside of him somewhere, or Rex, a conversation, fuck, I don't know, man. But somewhere,
or he saw the vision. Like, he could even have seen the vision.
Right. Exactly, dude. Like, that's
if he is the chosen one, he may have seen things that they just have not shown us yet.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's just again. That's it, non-stop, over and over for 3 years, dude. Easily 2. Let's be generous, 2, because the first year she was with Anakin, she only had her one saber, and the second year or second year of the Clone Wars, she got her Shuto saber. So he did this to her the entire Clone War.
Man,
hold on, I'm gonna play it. That's it, dude. She is a fucking boss. I've been saying it for 5 years.
Yeah.
Before I started this YouTube channel, before any of this shit, Ahsoka is the baddest motherfucker out there. She is the swordsman, the sickest sabersmith out there, bar none. And that proves how badass she was. She was trained by Anakin to survive Order 66. How fucking insane is that, dude? How deep is Filoni? How fucking insane is Dave Filoni?
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus. I got to play it one more time, dude. It's that amazing. If you look at it, I'm going to cut the video side by side, dude.
again.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
How the fuck did Anakin Skywalker train his apprentice to be ready for the most vicious attack ever? I told you guys it was going to be a nuclear take. I told you.
I love it.
Ship it, motherfucker. Ship me. Pay me my money. Pay me my money. Because that is nuclear, bro. Ain't nobody else seen that shit right now. Bro.
Yeah. Dude. And fuck. We already know he sees visions. So that's what I'm going with. And if they give us any piece of that, because that's all they've given us of the Anakin Ahsoka episodes, are those little snippets of the training. That's it. So they're hiding some shit.
Dude, are we gonna get, oh my god, are we finally gonna get the second visit to Ilum for Ahsoka to get her Shuto blade? And are we gonna finally get the conversation with Yoda and Anakin about her needing a Shuto blade? And Anakin, because that's a rare thing. I am the number one simp, dude. I am the number one. I mean, call me simp, call me leading authority, call me whatever you want. It doesn't matter, dude. That the fact that they are that hardcore, that Dave Filoni is that hardcore about Ahsoka, bro.
Yeah,
the shows are gonna be fire, bro. God, I'm hyped.
Yeah,
that I just.
Yeah, dude. It's like, if, for Christ's sake, if Anakin Skywalker can see the end of the Clone Wars and not know exactly what the causation was, and like he will see a vision of the end of the Jedi and not know that he's the one who causes it.
Right. So I don't see a Skeleton Crew trailer, right?
Right, just an image of him walking onto or walking into someplace with the orb droid, the interrogation droid coming out of the wall. There's a group of kids behind him though as well.
Oh, that's the Joaquin. Is that the Joaquin Phoenix?
It's Jude Law.
Jude Law, yeah.
Okay, and I think this might be the show that people speculated was called Grammar Rodeo or something.
Okay.
Sort of like or it could be completely different. Again, I'm just following like rumor mill type stuff, but there's a show coming out that's supposed to have kids and be based loosely on like what the Stranger Things kind of feeling was, like an adventure for this group of kids or group of young Padawan or whatever they are. But this at least seems like a crew of younger people that he's leading from that one image.
Yeah, I mean, there's
I still don't know much about this.
Yeah, Skeleton Crew is kind of flown under the radar. Tales of the Jedi came out of nowhere. The fact that that's going to be released alongside Andor, which is coming out in just a couple of weeks, guys. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 more weeks is all we got to wait.
I can't believe,
And we'll have our Andor. And then right in the middle of that, dropping every week, we'll get a Tales of the Jedi, which honestly, I am so overly, like, I knew Ahsoka was going to be involved. I knew Dooku was going to be involved. I knew Yaddle was going to be involved. I knew all of these people were going to be involved. But the fact that we're getting that story and Anakin teaching, like just that scene, I can't wait till that scene comes out, dude. I can't. I know what I'm doing tomorrow. I got to cut that shit together and do side by sides or like cut and intercut to each other. I don't know, dude. It's just,
I hope this is the last that we get of it too. I hope they kind of just leave it at that. Clone Wars season 7, if all the animation style is the same and they get like a mocap people to do the fight choreography and you can actually tell, I know those were clipped together, but I want to see the fluid movements of the animation, because you'll be able to tell right away whether or not it's like people in suits like they did for the Maul Ahsoka fight. That shit was insane. Like, give me more of that. Give me more of that.
And I mean, like I said, I really believe that we're going to get the Ahsoka novel is going to be a large portion of what we get in Tales of the Jedi, the Ahsoka portion anyway.
Her parts, yeah.
Her parts, yeah. I firmly believe that that's where they're going with that, just because based on that scene with the Inquisitor, it just seems like that's the moment she gets her sabers back. And if there's not a song, man, even though it's Dave Filoni, there's got to be that dark song. I want to hear it even if it's in the background. It's such an important piece of the puzzle, I feel, and it'll solidify my ideas in previous videos.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to hold back with Ahsoka, because he won't potentially have much more opportunity to tell her stories.
Yeah, I mean, this is a big one. I wasn't as pumped for Tales of the Jedi. I knew that we were going to get some Dooku backstory. I love the fall of Dooku. I hope they name it something like that.
He was at Star Wars Celebration, and he said that he has seen one of the full episodes of the Ahsoka show, and that it was a spiritual experience,
a religious experience,
or a religious experience. Yeah, hell yeah,
yeah, dude. That dude is literally writing poetry right now for us. I'm just,
oh hell yes.
People who think Dave's a shill and Dave's trying to feminize Star Wars and this, that, and the other. Think what you want, dude. Dave Filoni is a master at his craft. Dave Filoni is literally the apprentice of George Lucas and knows this stuff better than anybody. And honestly, with Ahsoka, it's his character. Nothing slides. I don't think anything slides.
Agreed.
Until he signs off on it.
Agreed.
So I'm
even for the people who will push back about, because there was some controversy, right? Some retcon controversy, but he himself, and this is something that I think is going to potentially continue to happen, because we as fans want more content. We want more of this character stuff. But he said that he never thought he would have an opportunity to return to the Ahsoka story towards the end of the Clone Wars. He didn't think that would be possible. So the reason that the book is different is because now he's telling it the way he wanted to originally, fully flesh it out on the screen for us. So I think some of this stuff is going to contradict each other, but again, there is a hierarchy to the canon. If it's on screen, obviously it's going to supersede anything in writing.
For sure.
And that's just, I think a lot of people subscribe to that.
Yeah, that's just the way it is. All right. Anything else you want to touch on tonight? I feel like we went around the world, man. From Mando to Ezra, little skeleton crew. We kind of bounced all over the map. Anything else really pressing?
I think if there were any other little announcements here and there, like the casting and the
other than Mando showing up at Disney parks now, and Jon Favreau announcing that at D23.
That was cool too. I mean,
you're gonna see Din Djarin and Yoda, animatronic Yoda, rolling around Disney starting in November. So there's another addition to their live action crews out there. But yeah, I mean, there's just been a lot of good Star Wars content that's going to come out over the next 6 months, and I'm jazzed for it. I know there's a lot of hate out there, but dude, I'm excited.
I am still disappointed in the lack of the movie side of things. They announced all these projects, and films were in those projects. People were attached to them. Taika also being another one, other than the one I won't name to trigger people. But where is this stuff? Are we going to actually get movie announcements? Because I feel like a lot of people they're still not buying it. You know what I mean?
Well, and I think a lot of
cool, but the movies are the
the
pinnacle.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and I think they got to suss out a lot of this live action stuff to get us to a place where we can make a movie.
Yes.
Right. Aside from Squadrons and aside from maybe Taika's crazy ass whatever, or Ryan Johnson's imaginary hypocrisy of Star Wars that he wants to make. I just feel like there's still a lot of cards on the table. We got to get some of those chips and cards off the table first, before they can get into a live action movie.
The chat was hitting on earlier, and imagine if they made imagine chat if they made Snoke a badass villain. Imagine if we got all of that Luke Skywalker stuff we wanted leading up to the temple being destroyed. I imagine it, and I imagine people coming back around at least to wanting future Star Wars stories beyond Episode 9. Because if we don't want it, they're not going to make it.
Well, and if we may need to get through this phase of Star Wars before they can go that direction. We got to suss out Mandalore. We got to suss out Ahsoka. We got to suss out Luke. We got to suss out Grogu and all this stuff before we can get to that next phase, right? We got to suss out Thrawn. Is Thrawn going to be a good guy, or is he going to be, or not a good guy, but is he going to be an enemy of my enemy, or is he going to be an enemy of enemies? Santa, welcome to show. It's so late where you are. What are you doing up? Oh my goodness, get the elves back to work. But yeah, I mean, I feel like there's a lot of there's a lot of
Hope you're doing good, Santa.
on the table, and I feel like they gotta get a lot of this stuff sussed out first before they can jump into a flick, a real movie. And who knows, the first movie might be the giant war, Avenger style. You know, I think that could be potentially.
I know what that war is, bro. There's a Battle of Jakku still we haven't touched on.
There's
Luke was at that.
Well,
so,
there's a couple of
you know
battles still in play. I mean, we could suss it out and then jump into that for the movies. You know, that could be star battles up to that lead us into the darkness for most people, but what we love. So
there's gonna be a lot of shows they do that bring us all piece by piece. Like they did this with the gap between the prequels and everything, and people weren't crazy about the prequels. Then we got Clone Wars. Now we have Rebels, and everyone's like, "Yo, the prequels are insane. Let's go!"
Yeah, right.
I pray for that. I pray for that for the
well,
sequels.
and who knows?
Please,
I mean,
Star Wars, please.
We're getting those pearls that lead us into the sequels, like Babu Frick, and I think that's start with stuff people like. I like that. Start with stuff people liked from the sequels. Give us Babu Frick. Give us whatever it was, Poe or BB-8 or whatever. Give us whatever storyline people liked, and introduce those characters to us now, like Babu Frick, that lead people into a happy way to the sequels. That I think would be an easier way than just throwing in a young Rey right now, right? I think if they need to get at least get them somewhat, trick them if you have to, make them somewhat happy with some of the characters they like, and then boom, we do a Star Wars movie about Jakku. Guess what the last scene is? Rey getting dropped the fuck off. So I mean, there's a lot of room, there's a lot of time. I think we still got to get through this phase, but I think
they didn't bring in Shamook, bro, for no reason at all. They just showed us a little tease, baby.
Yeah, they could have done a better job, with some of the
graphics are just gonna get nuts too,
but it's gonna get better. And I think that it's gonna be an interesting time over the next couple years. Basically, over the next year, I think you're gonna see a lot of the brick building for what's coming for the cinematics. I think they have to finish their live action TV show phase, and then I think once they've put the pieces in position, then we're going to get some live action movies. Then we're going to get back to the flicks. But
can't wait.
Until then, dude, I'm cool with what we're getting because I am loving everything that we talked about tonight. I am pumped more than ever about Ahsoka, about Anakin. And you missed it, Santa. You could go back about 20 minutes. We're talking about Anakin training Ahsoka, Anakin and Rex training Ahsoka for Order 66. That mind-blowing take right there, bro. Mind-blowing take. Don't steal my mojo, Santa.
No.
Don't go making movies or talking about this tomorrow. I'm dropping it tomorrow. Don't do me
At least
wrong,
invite
Santa.
the guy on if you're gonna.
At least invite me on if you want to talk about it.
It's a good theory, dude.
It is a good theory, dude. I really like it. I really like where Dave Filoni went with that. I am it has me so motivated to make a movie, and that's the stuff I love about Star Wars, is that it makes me want to make content. This makes me want to make content.
Yes.
Right. And that's what I wish I could give some of my hope to others, because this is the stuff that makes me want to go make content right now. Like, I want to stay up all night and start editing and downloading and cutting that video, because it has me so energized. And that's what Star Wars should do to all of us. Find the stuff that makes you feel that way.
I think it does. And I think even the people who are like in their heart of hearts are like, fuck Disney. They're ruining everything. They can't do anything right. There's going to be a moment where they're like, bro, this is my character, and they did it to me again, bro.
Yeah.
They did it to me again. Like, it'll happen. It's going to happen.
Hated Ahsoka. Everybody hated Ahsoka when the movie came out. And then when they went deeper into her for a couple seasons, they went deeper into her lore, and with Anakin on the road, they hated her. They thought she was annoying, but all of a sudden season 4 comes out and bam, she's the best thing since sliced bread. So it is what it is. There's a lot of room for improvement. Let's get the fans that aren't into it with Babu Frick, and then let's progress from there. I'm going to make a shirt that says Babu is a gateway drug. That's it.
No.
Babu's the gateway drug.
Anybody want a death stick? And it's just
Hey,
Babu
anybody
Frick.
anybody want some best sticks? All right, guys, we're gonna get out of here. We're if you're in here, guys, do me a favor, go over to Coffee on Korban. He is over there with Matt Cave. Let's raid him with the
We're
15
raiding
people
him.
in here. So get in there. First thing you type in when you get into there is raid. So I'm gonna jump over there right now, and
Oh,
I'm
wait,
actually
guys, don't leave, guys. Wait.
hold on. I'm actually
Nobody
typing
leave.
it right now. Hold on, nobody leave yet. Okay, got my raid typed.
Well, hold
Already
on.
ready-
I
ready
got
to go. So everybody pull that up on a second window. Everybody get in the chat
hold.
and let's all do it at one
Hold.
time, right? And
can't I get the
Star Wars
link?
is a lot just like Babu Frick.
Wait. I'm trying to drop it.
Everybody get ready. Let's do it all at the same times.
There you go.
All right, everybody, let's get over there and raid him.
All right, let's raid these boys.
Let's take it to 20. Let's get all 15 people out of here. Let's get them all over there. Let's go and raid him. I am typing it in
We'll
now.
see you there, guys.
Here we go. Let's see you there. All right, guys. Have a good night. Get over there. Raid Coffee on Korban. We'll see you soon. Good night.
Later.